and gentlemen, it's Larry Grayson.
Well, I'm worn out before I start. Do you know, I've been up and down those steps all day like a yo-yo. I'm absolutely worn out. Do you know, last night I went to a party, you see. It was Slack Alice. She's been in hospital. Yes, she has. Oh, yes, she has. She's had the operation. She's all springs and wires. And so Apricot Lil said, we'll have a party for her. Well, of course, all the girls came from the jam factory. They were all there. There was non-stick Nell, once a week Nora. She bought a boyfriend. The baker, self-raising Fred. They were all there. And of course there was plenty of everything to eat, you see, and plenty to drink. Well, there was half a bottle of sherry, half a bottle of port, half a bottle of whiskey. We walked through the door and they kept saying, everything's got to go. It's all got to go. I thought, all got to go. There were only half bottles of everything. So I said, well, I sat myself down, you see, and Slack Alice hadn't arrived, you see. So we all sat there talking, and when she came in, well, you could see she'd suffered. Oh, she has. Oh, she has. Oh, she has punished herself. She came in, and as she went to sit down, you could see her face crack. Well, of course, they haven't told her the worst. They said she'll never ride her bike again. Of course, the tragedy is, you see, when she goes out to pick the clothes out, if she drops a peg, she can't pick it up. Well, I can't if it comes to that. Well, it was all lovely, and we sat there, and we had played a few games and everything. Mind you, I will say this, she hasn't been right for years, because, you see, during the war, I mean, way back, I remember her during the war. Oh, yes. I mean, during the war, you see, she was an air raid warden, and I can see her now sitting outside the shelter, with a stirrup pump in one hand and a fire bucket in the other, full of dog ends. And she sat... I used to say, in those days, I used to say to her, Slack. Slack, I said, lying on those damp sandbags won't do you any good. But you see, she was going around with the butcher all the time, Fred Fillet. There's an omen, if I ever heard one. I mean, he used to come round all the time, you know, always round at the house, bringing us some scrag end. And, of course, Apricot Lil, she got him weighed up. She said, look here, she said, he's not coming round to my house, she said. If he comes round here, she said, no scrag end for me. I want a bit off the bone. And... of course, we don't see much of Lil now. You see, she's got this big dog. Oh, it is big. It's like an elephant. I mean, I said to her the other day, I said, Lil, I said, what you got that dog for? I said, it's so big. And it keeps jumping up at her, you know, and knocking her over. During these last 3 weeks, she's been on the floor more times than she has all the rest of her life. It's the truth. I told you in bed last night, didn't I? And I said to her, you can't expect them to have that dog in there, I said. Rubbing round people's legs. I mean, you don't want it, do you, people rubbing round your legs? Licking. Oh, it has got some dirty hands. Licking all the time. I said, I mean, they told us, said, we don't want it in here, rubbing round our legs. I said, well, if it's like that now, what's it going to be like in the summer? See, and of course, and I said, don't take it round to Everard's place. I said, there'll be murders, there'll be murders. I said, if you take it round to Everard's place, there'll be murder, because he's got this cat, and he loves his cat. Ooh, Neville. That's the dog, not the cat. It's burnt a carpet 3 times. I said, look. What a common fellow. I said, there'll be murders if you go round there. And of course, you see, I mean, he's gone away this week, Everard. He's gone away, and he's got a friend staying there to look after the cat. So you can tell him what he thinks about it. He's got this friend, ever so nice fella he is. He met him at cookery class. And... marvellous with his waffles. And... you see, I used to work at a cafe. Yeah, oh, yes. I've been in the catering business for years. I have, and of course, I'm a good cook myself. Oh, what? My puff pastry? My puff pastry's been a legend for years. And, of course, I'm marvellous, you know, with spotted dick. Wait a minute, I'm busy for a moment. I know your face. I know your face ever so well. You were the Royal Ballet. Now, what did you want? Two teas, Doris. His name's Alfred. We always call him Doris. I can't think why. Gets very crowded back here, doesn't it? Sweating like a dray horse. There's no bread pudding. Try a fairy cake. You're just the type. What a gay day, eh? What's your language? There might be sailors about.
Where's my breakfast?
Who ordered this?
Lots of been waiting all marvellous.
Start that. Where do you think you are? Stop causing a fracas. Really? You got a knife and fork there, Jack? Younger than are you? Yeah,
Where's my bacon sandwich?
You wait, mouth almighty. Yes, changed it. Now, listen, I've had quite enough of you for one day. I have had enough of you to last me a week. For a fortnight. You're quite right. For a month. I'm going to close this place. I'm going to have a funeral here this afternoon at 3:30. And I've got to boil the ham yet. So I'm finished. Finished. You're all out. Everyone must go. Everyone out. Through the door. There we go. Out. Riff-raff. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the spot on the programme where we always introduce new acts to television. And tonight we have an act that's making their first appearance on television. Hope you like them. Bernard and Christina. Are we on? Are we on?
Yes. Excuse me.
What's the matter then?
Excuse me, Mr. Grayson. We've got a wee problem with Christine.
What do you mean we have a problem with Christine? What's the matter with her?
Well, she's passed out.
Is she?
Yes.
Well, they're married, aren't they? Can't she wear a crinoline? What's the matter with her then?
Well, you see, Bernard...
Yes.
Bernard, he's really the act. But
Yes.
Christine stands there looking pretty, you
Yes,
see.
I see.
And Dexter, you know, the one upstairs.
Yes, him. I hate him.
Yes, well, Dexter.
Kiss my anorak. Yeah.
Dexter says
Yes.
that he needs somebody to work around.
Yes.
So do you mind standing over there and looking pretty yourself?
Me? Stand over there, look pretty. I can't look pretty, Virgil. I'm much too butch. What's he say? What's he say?
He said, well, you do it for him, please.
He's the last person on earth that'd do it for. I'd do it for you. You know, you've got great possibilities. He seems like a nice boy, doesn't he? What's he say? What's he say? He's as common as muck. What's he say?
He says, do you mind just standing over here, please?
Virgil, hands? Your hands are everywhere, you know. You're a toucher. Now, you must... They're talking about you in the canteen.
Sorry, but do you mind
No.
just standing?
Don't push me. It's not all quiet on the Western Front.
Yes,
Yeah. What's he say?
that's fine. That's fine. Just there.
Well, this is very nice, isn't it? It's going to be good after all this, Virgil. I've told you about that. You've got some very dirty habits. I'm glad to say. What?
Miss Grace, we're going to edit this, so we'll pick it up from your announcement. Cue.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Christine and Bernard.
Mr. Grayson, excuse
Oh,
me.
not again.
Say again.
I can say it's you again.
Yes, I'm
Is that a wig?
No. Mr. Grayson, Dexter says not Christine, because she's passed out, just Bernard. Bernard.
You talk just like Dr. Finlay. Just Bernard.
Right. Cue. Excuse me.
Dex. Virgil, I've told you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Bernard. You didn't tell me he was a knife thrower.
Dexter said it was best not to mention it.
And he's got a chopper in his hand now.
That's right, if you stand perfectly still, there's no danger at all. Dexter says it's all right.
Will you stop doing that, Virgil?
Right, aim that way, a little to the left, a wee bit higher. Right, cue.
I've had enough of this. Yes? Well, I thought he did very well. But he seems such a nice boy. What did you say? Oh, yes. That's the end of part 1.
Larry's phone.
Hello. Oh, hello, Mrs. Sprinkler. Yeah, yes, thank you for your way. Yes, you're from Littlehampton, aren't you? Well, you've got to live somewhere. Yeah, now, you said... yes, dear, I know. You mentioned it in your letter. Yes. You're worried about your husband's cucumber. Well, I can understand it. Yes. You've tried it in the greenhouse. And on top of the immersion heater. And what did you say? It still looks like a gherkin? Well, what can I say? Without getting arrested. I mean... Well, yes, Mrs. Sprinkler. Yes, I do understand. Well, I suggest you lag it for the winter. Yes. Yes, it'll be all right, dear. Yes. Goodbye. Thank you for ringing. Goodbye, dear. Yes? Oh, hello. Yes, hello, dear. Yes. You want to know about Everard Farquharson? Well, yes, love. Well, you see, what he's doing is this. He's going around again now with his strolling players. Yes. Last week was at Chatham. Yes. In his new review called Come Peep Through My Porthole. Did very well, yeah. And now he's in season. No, what's that? No. No, what? No, love. No, love, listen, let me get a word in. No, shut your gob. No, listen. No, what I mean, love, is doing a season of plays. That's right, yes. Like repertory. Yeah, a different one every week. Oh, yes. He's doing Brief Encounter on Monday. He's playing a waitress in that. And Tuesday... Pardon? Yes, Tuesday he's going to do the African Queen. He's quite looking forward to that. And on Wednesday he's doing To Have and To Hold. Yes, it's a thriller. Yes, dear. On Friday, he's doing a religious play called The Agony and the Ecstasy. Yes, he plays the part of a vicar with his legs in plaster. Oh, you like it, dear. Don't let the legs put you off. Go. Yes, and on Saturday, he's doing Up the Junction by invitation only. Yes, dear, yeah. Well, yes, you go along to the matinee. He'll be very pleased to see you, and... Yes. Yes, do take him half a rabbit. He'll be ever so pleased. Goodbye, dear. Goodbye. Well, anyway, that's all we have time for. So, if you have any troubles at all, do phone in, drop me a line, and our operator will get in touch with you, and then we can have a chat and sort it all out. What a gay day.
And furthermore, I'm gonna call my solicitor.
You can call who you like. If you don't clear off, I'll put you back in the cooler. Now go and get off out of it.
I'm going to call my solicitor.
You do it once. Is he from Crossroads? I say... I wonder if you can help me.
Well, I'll try, say yes.
Yes, I'm sure you will. Well, the thing is, you see, okay. You see, I've been robbed.
Is it a personal possession, sir? That's
Just
gone?
to me. Just to me.
I see.
No one's ever touched it but me.
Now, can we get down to this possession of yours?
Yes.
It seems to have gone, sir.
Yes, but it's
This is
gone.
Personal possession.
Very personal.
Was it on you when it went?
Certainly not.
Well, I'm only trying to find out,
No,
sir,
well-
exactly what it is.
Well, if it was on there, I should fill them round me. Shouldn't have taken it.
When did you last see it?
Well... I went to the drawer last Tuesday, you see, to get this milk check out, and I saw it there then.
Yes, I see. Now, do you know anybody who'd want to take it?
Well, no, of course not. You see, actually, you see, it's rather personal. You see, it's a brooch.
A brooch?
A brooch, yes.
It belongs to you?
To me, yes.
I see.
Yes.
It's your brooch. Have you come in here to play about, sir?
No, certainly not. I've got other places to play about in. You see, what happened, only one person comes in my house, well, it has done the last week, and that's the milkman, sterilised Stan. You see, he started pushing his yoghurt through my letterbox, and I said, I can't have that, I said, Stan. So I leave the door open, he comes in and puts the yoghurt on the table with the milk, you see. Well, of course, he wouldn't take it.
Are you reading some sort of fairy story to me, sir?
Don't mention that word here.
Now, listen, have you had the window cleaner in, for instance?
The window cleaner?
I said, have you had the window cleaner in, for instance?
Do you mean Peekaboo Pete with a dirty chamois? Certainly not.
Do you know anybody who'd want to get their hands on it?
Many.
Now, if I could have your name, we will try and find it
Yes,
for you.
but it's Lawrence Grayson.
Lawrence Grayson.
Yes.
Right, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Right. Here we are. And your address?
Acker Street. Oh, listen, I've got a card here. Just a minute. I've got my card. Yes. There we... Oh, I say. Oh, I do feel a fool. Well, I've got it on my person all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure you do, sir. So do I. You've come in here and wasted my time looking for a brooch that you had on you all the time.
Well, don't get mad. There's no need to go raving.
I'm not getting mad,
No.
sir, but we have them in here every day, and I'm sick and tired of it.
There is no need to go bazik and shout.
I'm not going berserk,
Well,
sir.
I'll tell you what I do. I make amends. I'll put 10 pence in the benevolent fund for the children. Then, I think that should square it.
Yes, well...
Well, I must fly now because I'm going to have my ears pierced.
What?
I'm going to have my ears pierced.
What for?
To say you can see better. Say, here comes Robert Helpman again.
Go, get on, go on, do it now, go on, go on,
And now it is request time, ladies and gentlemen. I have many, many letters sent to me from all over the country and the Orkneys asking me to sing songs. And songs like the ever-popular The Changing Guard at Buckingham Palace, Trumpeter, What Are You Sounding Now? And the most requests this week have come from one called What Shall We Do with the Drunken Sailor? But top of the batch, this one, and I do hope you like it. Hurry. Have you still got those ferrets? Is your mother all right? Is she out then? Manners. In a quaint caravan, there's a lady they call the gypsy. She will look in the future and drive away all your fears. Everything will come right if you only believe the gypsy. She could tell at a glance that my heart was so full of tears. She looked at my hand and told me that my lover was always true. And yet in my heart, I knew, dear, somebody else was kissing you. But I'll go there again, 'cause I want to believe the gypsy, that my lover is true and will come back to me someday. Yes, the other day I sat at home, I was boiling some beetroot, and I felt very lonely because my lover had left me. So I thought to myself, get some fresh air, go into the fields and gather some flowers and make a nosegay. So out I went, I wandered far and wide over the hills, through the lanes, and the birds were twittering and the bar lambs were barring, and I went on, and then I saw a gypsy encampment. Gypsy caravans, but not a soul to be seen, just paper flowers hither and thither, and a few pegs, a bit of heather, and an old shawl, and a broth pot on the boil. I thought, well, somebody's about, and I just looked, and I shouted, who's the queen of the camp? And the dear old lady, with earrings going green and an old shawl, she said, can I help you, sir? I said, oh, yes. She said, you look very sad and lonely. I said, I am. She said, well, do not worry. Come into the caravan, come up the steps, cross my palm with silver, and I'll tell you all. Oh, I said, you're very good, Meg. Oh, dear Meg. It's not her. I got inside the caravan. She'd sit down there, mind the tambourine, it's been well used. Sit down. Yes, she said. Oh, I can see it all. I told you, didn't I? She said, I can see it. I can see it all. She said, you've travelled afar. You've been underwater and over water. She said, and you've slept in many beds. But you'll never want. And I never have. But fear not, she said. Your lover will come back very soon. She looked at my hand. She told me that my lover was always and yet in my heart, I know, dear, somebody else was kissing you. But I'll go there again, 'cause I want to believe the gypsy, that my lover is true and will come back to me day. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you've enjoyed the show. It's lovely being back on television with you all again. I hope you look in next week at the same time. Take care of yourselves, and ta-ra. And I love you very much. Ta-ra.